You can't turn a hoe into a housewife. Good. Because I'm both. You don't have to choose. I thought you wanted me to be a little whore. So freaky is that I'm always in the mood to give head no matter when, where, or what. I'm always ready for you. Come to your job on your lunch break and give you head. I'll give you head in the movie theater while you're eating popcorn. I'll even give you head if you're on the phone talking to your mom. I'll give you head if you just got through playing basketball and your balls are sweaty. I'll go underneath the table and I'll give you head. If you go to the men's bathroom, I will sneak in there and give you head.
If somebody just had one of those.
I'll even give you head while you're FaceTiming another bitch.
Oh my God!
Yes. Welcome to this unusual, I would say though, short one, maybe, broadcast or upload, whatever you want to call it. As you know, I go by the name Chaos Rain here, as always. And like always, welcome to the Chaos Rain Show. Today, I like to maybe call this edition the final, or what we call the last destination of all of this weird unfolding saga. What we are witnessing from a lit so-called chick, thot, hoe, wherever you want to give these ladies a name, the one and only Brittney Renner. As y'all notice, I have done few streams and broadcasts on this particular red woman, this Mississippi Thot. And I think this will possibly, and I say possibly, and I hope I keep my word to this, the last time I will cover something like this. I think I know what I will definitely call this bad boy. This right here is titled Get These Hoes a Swiffer. Get my Swiffer. It's time to clean up the dust, people. Yeah, that's a good one. And as you know, I'm going to do a few takes on some of the videos that have been put out here on Miss Renner. And before I go into the videos and my reactions, if you are new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the top bell notification for when there's uploads and live streams here on the Chaos Rain channel. You can now add me as a friend on Facebook, titled Eric Rain, ERICKA Rain, REIGN. And now add me as a friend on Facebook and add me on Twitter at ChaosRain7. Those are the social media links you could hit me up. And I'm looking to hear from you for my social media links. And also, if you want to do some interviews, chop up with me, Chaos Rain, or I'll have you on. We'll do my little call-in show on my other side of things. please hit me up on those links. I might put them in the description. Oh, I do have a Discord as well. I will put that in the description as well. So add me. I'm trying to grow the Discord a little bit. Make use of Discord because everybody is, making and putting out little content and conversation over on the Discord side of things. So, hit me up on Discord as well. And what else I want to say? Oh, also you can catch these recordings also on the audio podcasting side of things from the Apple Play, Breaker, Spotify, and I think Google Play. Those are also audio recordings and plays from the Chaos Rain channel as well. So if you're not familiar with me on YouTube, catch me on the audio side of things through those outlets. And that is pretty much it. And like always, subscribe to the channel and share these live streams. And leave a comment as well. I'd like to look forward to reading your comments. Now, why it's time to clean up the dust of things? Because let's be honest, this woman is very dirty. As you can tell, very dirty. I can't name much of the things that she has been put out lately. And one of the contents she has put out lately would be, I think, something like this.
Some fun facts about my sex life. Sometimes it's non-existent. Sometimes I just gotta masturbate. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. There was one time where I thought I was, being Billy Badass, and I fucked 3 guys in a week. Had a mean yeast infection. That's not funny. But it wasn't funny. But looking back at it, I can laugh now. Oh, I love being choked. But, don't fucking really try to choke me. It's just more of, your hand placement, knowing that you're there. You see what I'm saying? You see how I just... don't fucking try to choke me out, Ted Bundy. I love when I'm having sex. And... I love when I'm having sex. And you know how your hand goes back like this? Ladies, you know what I'm talking about. And then they put their hand like that. Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, something like that. But if y'all have not noticed lately, and I mean noticed lately, as you know, Miss Renner is not familiar and known to custom food controversy that she has got herself caught up on a lot of things. I think one of the few things that we are not noticing is that, how can I say this? That she poses out here like she's getting it like that and money like that. But from what I'm noticing is that she's not really lit like people want to know her to be as that lit chick. And the reason why I say is because we all hear from a lot of these dumb dudes. I hear the notion that these hoes are winning. They're making money on OnlyFans, which most of them on the average are possibly making under 20 grand a year, maybe less than that. And most subscription based that people that have an OnlyFans account, they're only making on a good month, maybe over $100. All this information y'all can find if you Google it. So when I hear these conversations from a lot of men, yet again, and I don't like talking about this, and I'm not gonna make a broadcast separate of this about hoes are winning. My logical question to ask every man that's able to get pussy or not, or whatever you want to call it, right? How are these chicks winning? You tell me a woman could sit to get access to many phalluses, dicks, to suck and fuck. That is considered quote unquote winning. Please explain the logic to me. And I know there's many content creators that have made broadcasts stating their frustration and their vitriol, or even their, I guess, their logic that these women out here in the first world nation, especially in America, that they're getting it like that. And when we look at the data, and I don't like to use statistics, but we're going to use it for tonight. When we look at the numbers exactly, a lot of people, the average Americans, are not really doing well. Even the ones that the women that said they're doing and they're getting it, most of their subsidies are coming from government assistance. First, second, that if they're working a job. And as y'all know, if y'all not been paying attention since throughout 2021, that how can I say this? The states and policy that's put in place now, and it's going to probably push more further, moving on to, I would say, in 2022 and beyond, possibly, that they're going to start legalize prostitution completely for all the states here in America. And I told one of my other content creators, Hard Talk, that New York, they're starting to push back and their enforcement in laws in regards to prostitution. Just like some parts in Nevada, it's legal for brothels. And I only could see it move much further while most of the economy and these jobs start to be more self-automated. So pay attention closely at what's going on, because it is now happening, because the need for physical labor in these little minuscule jobs that people are working, those will so surely slowly be of the past. And most of these jobs are held by some of the women that work simple jobs that don't require much of dangerous work or menial labor. So I could see that most women might turn to prostitution and whoring themselves out in time. In time, mind you. But like I said, you will see for yourself as time progresses. Now, one of the few things that I'm going to look at is to really examine this, because we always hear that Miss Renner is going to have a podcast and possibly have a book coming out soon. I mean, possibly. But what is leading to her and the environment and the, what it called, setting the tables to how to make this a reality? Now, we could say that, and I'm going to play now, this video here of her sitting in her car making an emotional response of the struggle she's facing now. So as I play it, hold on. As I play it now, and y'all might have heard it or might not, pay attention closely to what you are witnessing. So let us begin.
Oh, moved into my new place today.
All right, let's start from the beginning.
Y'all.
So here we go. This is Brittney Renner's this is her mouth of what has happened to her so far. So let's begin.
Oh, moved into my new place today. Y'all, when I tell you, I've been thugging. Okay, like, been living with my mom and my sister. It's me, my mom, my sister, my baby. I mean, because, you know, 2.5 months when I decided to leave, my baby was 2.5 months old. I didn't have anywhere to go. I didn't even have a car. I still don't have a car. I got rid of my car, you know, because, you know, empty promises, whatever. But I've been thugging so hard, bitch. Bitch, this has really been the hardest time of my life. And here I am. Because I thought somebody, right. Because, yeah. That to say, don't ever relinquish your independence for a relationship. Follow your dreams, not your boyfriend.
But, Miss Renner, how you gonna follow your dreams and you living with your goddamn mother? That's the question I want you to answer to people. Because you go and you act and portray yourself as a lit bitch. You got it all. You got the money. You've been juggling around many celebrities. You've been, I guess, the tossing salads. The, what we call it, doing things like, what's the thing they call that, people? I'm trying to remember. The things that, wait. Oh, you were doing something like this. This right here.
Throw babies. I'm trying to bust all on you.
Yeah. And not only you were doing enough of that, you were engaged in a lot of fornication for, I guess, trinkets, a few $1,000s here and there, you know, some good money, you know, if y'all want to call it that. And it makes me want to say, but I thought you were all established. You were making bank. You were doing very well. But to come to find out, just like some of these women out here that talking about that they're doing bad by themselves, that they're, I guess, what's the word, leveling up? But when we find out, and I got this and understand from Miss Danica Marie, that some of these women are still living, these girls that's either under 20, or actually over 20, under 30, or over 30, they still live with their mother. And collecting little money from here and are taking trips, but they don't own an apartment. They got no actual housing for themselves. Hell, some not even paying rent. The only thing they spend out their pocket is maybe the phone bill. And that's maybe. If some of them still live with their father. And it comes to find out, and mind you, there are some dudes out here that are, today, some are living with their parents, possibly, still. Because of the economy, I get it. Hope most of them are going to school still and doing what they need to eventually get the money up to maybe leave the nest in time. Hopefully. But when we hear the shortcomings of the males, it is looked down upon, maybe today, possibly. But we don't talk about loser females out here. And the reason why people don't talk about it, because they think it's cool women to sit and louch with their mother or possibly father for years and years and don't have nothing to show for it. Not even better themselves. And I would give some respect to all the women that have to go out there and fend for themselves, go to school and work those jobs just to attain a degree to better themselves. So shout out to all the women that have to do what they do constructively to better themselves, just to be more productive woman. But for the lazy bum ass chicks out here that sit there, get a whole lot of money like Miss Renner get, and I don't know how much she makes on it annually. I know if they talk about her net worth, I will look at it as not anywhere close to 500K. I think it's below that. And the reason why I say is because you don't have no established business. You don't have a constructive hustle where you are create some out of nothing, an actual business that we could find in the LLC. We could look up that you're under. You're just like most people in America. They up here do this little stupid hustle nonsense, and they think they're doing something, but you're not. It's not even considered entrepreneurship. It's some nonsense. It's fuckery. But let's continue playing on and hear more from her story of why she, with her baby, still living with her mom. Listen good.
A man is not a financial plan. Always have your own things. I honestly feel like since this situation, I don't think, even if I was married, I can't see myself not having my own house outside of the main house. Like, I would just have to have my own space. Maybe that will change with time, who knows. But also, it's crazy. Like, people, they want to see you fail. Oh, they want to see you fail. And when you don't, oh, they have no control over you. They can't do anything. Because all you fucking do is win. Like, God, this girl's still here? Because I thought somebody thought there was good. Yeah, I thought. You thought. We all thought. I want to say thank you to the people on all social media platforms that continue. God, don't cry. That continue to support me. Because this shit's a fucking privilege to have. I'm so fucking
How is this a privilege? When you had a young man which in the name of PJ Washington, was going even as far as to put a ring on your no good whoring thought ass. How this is considered a win? If anybody in the comment section could really explain to me how this is considered a fucking win, I'm all ears. But I don't see this as goddamn winning, to be honest with you. And no, I don't see this winning, but I see this as a disgrace of not only somewhat of youth. When she puts on makeup, she looks like possibly a high 8, roughly a 9, because she has slim body. But without the makeup, she's like very much average at best. Now, a lot of people are going to get mad at me and saying, oh, Brittney Renner is an 8 or 9 or 10. No, niggas, this is not a high 10. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. This woman is average at best. Even the woman from North Carolina, which, ironically, that's where she was around because PJ and her split, and I think he had to move from wherever the state she was in, where the PJ is at, to his mom's place back in, I think they're still in Mississippi, last I checked. I could be wrong, but let's be honest. You left a good thing, a man that covered you, just to be for, and matter of fact, do I got this soundbite here? I might do. Let me look for it. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, found it. She left all that to do this.
She belongs to the street.
Yes. All that work so she could be and go back to.
She belongs to the streets.
What a waste. What a waste. What a waste. But like I said, the modern woman today in the 21st century feels that they are in a good spot and they're entitled to everything and they want it all and they want nothing to do to work hard to get it all. And a woman like her, because she's around enough so-called ballers, entertainers, shot callers, or whatever you want to call it, and she decided to turn all that down just to say she's gonna have her own thing. But what shit do you have, bitch? That's your own thing. You went back and lived back with your mother, with your baby. You could have been married, got some maybe house, and then start a decent family like everybody else. But you throw that away because you want to be and always wanted to be for. You always want to be to go back to this.
She belongs to the street.
And where the streets is, that's where you will need to go back to.
She belongs to the street.
Yeah. Let's continue playing this. Where is it?
Swear to God, I see the world with a whole different set of eyes now. I really do. Thank you for the people who continue to support me despite the fuckery that I've had to endure after being lied on. Thank you to my real friends and my family that aren't yes men, that have my fucking back. Because that's about the only reason I have some of my sanity. Just thank you. And thank you to the universe for redirection. Thank God I didn't get what I thought I wanted. Because, okay, I'll take a few months of disappointment over a lifetime of disappointment. I forgot to add. Leave after the first lie. You know, people can change, but they rarely do. When people are lying about what they're lying about, ain't no fixing that. Ain't no coming back from that, bro. That's how you rockin'. If that's how you rockin', I ain't rolling. Last thing. A lot of people are afraid to leave relationships. Fear of missing out. Like, oh, I built this person up. You know, no one else is going to reap the benefits. I don't want to start over. I'm scared. Oh my God, who's going to want me? Especially as a mom. Because, you know, fucking moms, we're just shamed for everything. No one's going to want to be with you, have a kid, you know? There's just fear of leaving. Fear of just looking stupid. The only time you look stupid is when you allow yourself to look stupid. You don't look stupid when something doesn't work out. And bitch, you've had enough. It doesn't even have to be, I had enough. It's, this doesn't work for me. We are not a match. We are not a vibrational match. And I'm going to be on my way. If anything, I'm smart, bitch. Because I don't have time to waste. My energy is sacred and I treat it as such.
All right. Let me do this. Now, yeah, I heard from her. She feels that because she's a baby mama now, which she is, that no one doesn't want her, which is actually true. Now, when I mean true, that means a man of sense might not want you. Allegedly. And I say that very loosely, allegedly. But overall, there's always some man out there that's going to probably entertain Miss Renner and possibly put a baby on her again. Because, let's be honest, as long as she stayed in the entertainment world and mess around with the most dumbest rapper or the next athlete, which most likely, and I'm going to say this because it's going to be unfavored, you're going to see a rise of a lot of older women marrying and possibly getting married by younger men. Brittney Renner is one of many women, and she's an IG thot that has come to realization that she's not getting no man of her age or older. Because most men, they see and smell this. What's that? They smell the bullshit coming from a lot of these IG thots. And the only thing they gonna do with these ladies is gonna see how them cheeks work and see how that mouth work. If you know what I mean. Know how this.
Throw babies. I'm trying to bust all on you.
Yeah, that's where they're more focused to see what that works. But let's look at her message on IG. It says here, and let me see if y'all could. Yeah, I'll be able to read that. If you haven't read it, I'll read it. Can you imagine being 29 years old with a baby living back with your parents because you were kicked out of your house? I left willingly because I can go where I'm celebrated, not tolerate, with nowhere to go without a vehicle. That sounds like some bummy ass shit. But let's continue. Can you imagine not being mentally, physically, emotionally ready to go or to get back in the gym, let alone host a club after you just having a baby? But you have to work to take care of your child. Which, no, actually, you don't have to work because you already was covered by a man. But, like I said, you ladies pick them. Now, before I continue, I heard, and I was listening to a lot of clubs and rooms and Clubhouse, that one particular woman, from what her logic told me, that Mr. Washington cheated on her, so she is in her right for state mind to not only not continue a relationship, but want to play this single mother nonsense. And the funny thing about this is, which entertainer, athlete, musician, etc. does not have a list of women lined up ready to be next in line to be either a baby mama or next side chick that might become wifey material? I should have asked that, but I didn't come across it. But if I did entertain this logic from Miss Woman, I will look at her dead in her eyes and find that to be bullshit. And here's why. Because men, the more he makes, the more his status goes up and the more options that lays around him. And y'all know Mr. KS said it best that most majority men that is in the direction of being valuable, not high valuable, valuable, because that takes years and network and time to be quote unquote high value, that he does and he will explore options. And I'll be honest with y'all, because I have to keep repeating this because repetition is key. Men of any status, whether he makes a lot of money or he's lower, whatever class he is, he will exercise the option out here in the streets in this First Nation because there is more women than men. And every woman, regardless they have their thoughts about the opposite sex, they do need and search for a man. That's not gonna go anywhere in time, in my lifetime or anybody else. So when women talk about this cheating thing, I tell most women, knock it off, please. But let's continue reading on. And can you not imagine being... Oh, all right, I think you read that already. What about being harassed about receiving $200K, which what I found out now that she's not even receiving $200K. She's barely getting 6 figures. And what I mean by 6 figures, 6 figures is 120, the benchmark. Now she might get maybe possibly $100,000 a month from what I'm hearing. And I know there's some videos circulating that that's what she's receiving. But still, that is totally less depending how you spend your money. That ain't shit. And to be honest, I would even go as far as to think that she's not even getting that. Because how I look at she's living with her mom, with her child, my biggest question I should ask, and every man should ask, is what in the hell are you doing with your money, chick? And this is the reason why women do need men, because if women don't got men in their lives, they're gonna recklessly spend money, which that is the whole goal for a capitalist system we live in, to make you and forever push you to be a perpetual consumer. That is it. Let's keep going now. Which is not true. I don't know why anyone in their right mind would believe such a ridiculous amount, but it's clear the real pandemic is how stupid people are. Still no. Well, what about being accused of being a pedophile, a gold digger? Well, she's not really good of a gold digger, because to be a gold digger, you gotta be mounted for gold. And I'll be honest with you, cause I know a lot of sisters or mixed women, or they always talk about these women are gold diggers. I'm looking at most dudes, I would tell them personally, bro, you don't got no gold for a woman to dig. And most likely 9 times, I don't remember women digging for gold. Have you? I could be wrong. If anybody can educate me, please leave links in the comment section of this video. Let's go on. Better yet, a spiteful black man keeps their son from, baby mama keeps their son from his dad when he wasn't even in the same state at the time. All this has been my reality. On top of trying to get things afloat financially, getting back in the groove of social media, and after being falling off the face of the earth and being a new mother, there isn't a person I know that could handle what I've been put through. I'm so happy it unfolded in this manner, because can you imagine being miserable in a relationship for lifestyle you can create on your own? And my question is, how you create a lifestyle on your own, bitch? You fucking suck just to get by. Those little few $1,000s for attending parties, that ain't no money. That ain't shit. Especially if you're a woman, like most females out here, spend more than you make. And it dispels the myth that a lot of majority of women in the West, or in general, are not good with money. And I might do a stream about single mothers and why they intentionally want to destroy their boys. I was holding back on not doing a stream like this. But now, as I'm seeing how things are unfolding here throughout the media, I think it's the right time to really do something like that, in my opinion. But let's move on. I want to cut this short. All right. Can you imagine moving from a generous condo in Woodland Hills, California to Charlotte, North Carolina, and it still not work out? Or it still hasn't worked out? Can you imagine feeling the need to sacrifice everything, identity, and independence included, to be loved? I have no shame in my game. I made a lot of money and blow a lot of money. You see that? She blows a lot of money, which we all know because you're living with your mom again. Despite popular belief, I don't have it all together, but each day I do my best, and each day my best gets better. Here's to new beginnings, never giving up, and follow your heart. That's all. What a disgrace. Yeah. Enough of that. And the funny thing about reading all that is it shows a testament that a lot of women are not really good with their money. It is what it is. I think she should have chosen marriage. That's my opinion. And let's be honest, people. Most women would love to be in her position to potentially not only get pregnant and have this baby, but get a ring and get married by this man. And to be honest with you, BJ Washington does seem like a square, like a nerd, from what I'm hearing. That you only pick a potential nerd or square that will potentially make you millions of dollars. So don't tell me that you ladies say you don't want to build a boot. That's a lie. That's a false, brothers. Don't believe it. Don't believe what they say. They will build only on a certain type of man. Not you, most likely. So if they talk about say that they want a man already made and all that stuff, they're saying that I'm not gonna really go and build with you. I'd rather get it now and get the gold now and hope to take everything if everything goes south. But I'm telling you, ladies, that shit will not work in the 21st century. A lot of men are not even going to think of marrying some of y'all. The way how y'all mindset and how your actions are right now. That's how I see it. So now, let me set up the final one. All right. I'm trying to find this. Is this the one? Nope. And make sure y'all subscribe and share this video as well. Okay, now I'm just doing some multitasking here. I found it. Now, the next little short video I'm going to run, this one has to deal with the, with her at the Deion Sanders sit down with a bunch of athletes explaining the dangers of what's out here for them if they're not careful. So listen good, listen well, and I might give some commentary.
Calm down.
Can you introduce yourself and let's go from step A to Z, because we got to kind of show these guys the other side of game. And that's why you gracefully blessed us with your presence, so they could understand from your point of view how this game is played.
So my name is Brittney Renner, aka Bundle of Brittney on Instagram. Mm-hmm. I have been on social media for
almost... Joke ain't took notes all year, but now you want to take it. And that's how the game starts, with the phone.
Right.
They're going on Instagram, and they see you. And what happens? They try to get off in them DMs. And kind of take us on the journey of how this is played out.
I mean, honey, like, I feel like my DMs, it's like a Nike store. There's nothing but checks. So it just, for me, I feel like
Hold on. They missed that game.
You hear that? Nothing but the checks. Her DMs stay full, fellas. They are so lit that you could light and start a fire with her DMs. It makes you wonder how much fouls does she get a daytime from these random incels, these males that don't get much vagina in their life, most likely. That they're sitting there sending constant, what they call penis pictures, to hope to entice a woman. And you know one thing, now that I'm talking about this, I should always ask the ladies, honestly, do they get turned on every minute when these dudes go on their DMs and send their fouls pictures? I never understand the psychology. You showing your private parts, does that get you more quicker to the pussy? If not, why will you expose your private parts to random women that will possibly might show to other women? Because trust me, a lot of these women do save these private part pictures, fellas, and they do share it to their other girlfriends. So let's continue on.
Nothing but blue checks.
They missed that game right there. She says like a Nike store.
It's like a Nike store. There's nothing but blue checks. So honestly, when you reach a certain status, you can have the pick of the litter. So for me...
She don't mean checks, paper. She mean blue checks.
I'm talking heavy hitters. Some of y'all's favorite rappers, NBA players, football players. It's like, to me, once you reach that level just of popularity, the world is your oyster. You can do whatever you want. And for me, my whole journey on here, I felt like my life almost felt like I was in Disney World, like I lived in Disney World. Like, you get to skip the line, you get privilege, like, people just want to be next to you. They don't even see you as human anymore. And you can either, you know, use it to your advantage and maybe abuse it, or you can, you know, try to make something happen. So a lot of guys who are in my DM, you're in my DM because I'm Brittney Renner. So naturally, if you play a sport, it's kind of like, well, that's an incentive to talk to you. A lot of times, women, men in general, everybody wants something.
Thank you.
Everybody wants something. So it's like, even if we both have our own thing going on, me still being with you is a good look because you boost my stock. Just like you.
So you gotta understand how the IG game works. All of it is intentional. The more notoriety they get, meaning every time you follow these thoughts and IG, and trust me, I view IG personally, and I've looked through the portfolio of a lot of these ladies, and a lot of them now, as you know, gentlemen, they're gonna be doing a little bit funny and strange for a little piece of change, for the possibility of getting a baller, a shot caller, an entertainer, to luckily take his wallet of Benjamins. It's all about the Benjamins, baby. All about the Benjamins, baby. And we'll rain it on them. But only way they can achieve this is with the help with you. So keep in mind, every time you like a picture, not comment, hit the like button, you boost these egos of these thoughts, these chicks that you be complain about that they are winning. You the notion hoes are winning. I would say no, they're not winning, they are losing. But that's not a story. You're boosting their egos so that way it gives them more greater notoriety so they can have access to more bigger ballers and shot callers. Keep that in mind.
Boost my, you know what I'm saying? Like, I boost your stock. It's just that simple. It's kind of like a give and take, but you have to be aware of what you're signing up for. You want to make it to the NFL, and it's kind of like, you do understand there's a lot that comes with that, right? There's gonna, like, to be able to decipher who really loves you for you, I think that's like the billion-dollar question we're all wanting to know.
This is how the game is played. Please know that. We putting you up on game because some of y'all gonna make it. I hope, pray all of y'all make it, even if you make it in the business world. That's a whole nother category of game. In that world too. They just dress it up a little different.
Yeah.
The game is the same. Only thing changed is your names.
Yeah.
That's the good stuff I just spit right there.
You are useful, and it's better to be useful than useless. So you just have to have that understanding that, okay, I have something to offer, you know, whether that's financial, status-wise, whatever. And people do see that as a bonus to be with you. There's nothing wrong with that because you both of you can have stuff going on, but you just have to be aware nobody is just here for nothing. It's just about figuring out who could be there during the times of adversity. And you would only know that going through adversity. Like if you had an injury and you weren't able to play, or just for even a short amount of time, like there are just certain things you're gonna have to just see for yourself.
And that was wonderful. And now, mind you, this was a short clip. I'm not sure if there's an actual full video of this rundown. I wouldn't be surprised. But nonetheless, you know what I'm saying? Nonetheless, she has not. Matter of fact, before I possibly wrap this up, I don't see her exposing the tea and the secrets of how these thoughts are able to overcome these dumb athletes from what Brittney Renner has claimed. But she is right, because she's laying out small snippets of game, how she traps a lot of you dumb dudes. Especially dudes that have a whole lot of potential. So, like I said, and I know a few women were very disappointed that she went and did this particular sit down with Deion Sanders to school and give little game to a lot of these young men. And I'm going to tell you personally, guys, to close on this, that these women are out here and they're going to be like succubus to you brothers and other groups of men. They suck, then you bust. They're out here. The best prevention is protecting and arming yourself. Now, I don't advocate most young men of any age to engage in promiscuous sex, especially now in this era we're in, because a lot of things do come around and play against you, because you have many strikes out here in this first world nation we call America, and you don't want to be getting caught up at this time. Trust me, you don't want to get caught up. The only thing you could do if you're going to be engaged in promiscuous sex over the age of 18 or over is not only you have to strap yourself up, but you're going to have to be very much selective. You're going to have to shit test a lot of these females that surround you, dudes, especially if you're hollering at these IG thoughts. But I'll leave you that to be the judge. I hope you take these words to heart. Use them. If you're new to the channel, please hit the red button and top bell for uploads and live streams here in the Chaos Rain channel. Also, add me on Twitter at ChaosRain7 and add me as friend on Facebook, Eric Rain on Facebook. Thank you for watching, listening to this particular stream. And like always, be smart, protect yourself at all times. Adios. Brrrr.